You're on Quad V, and here we go, live in 3, 2, 1 for round 2 of map 1 as Anexis take on disQconnect. Anexis, the favourites for the tournament, as they lead this community, I guess you could say, by example, with an unbelievable lineup. But with great power comes great responsibility, and the Anexis side have to show that they can do it. Now, Ross hadn't been away for 2 days going into this tournament, which would going into this match, which would suggest they have not been as practice-based as they would like. And I did actually speak with Ross on the phone before this match, and told him, you know, is this going to be as, or asked him, is this going to be as straightforward as reputations might suggest? And he did say, well, the first map is missile. You never know what might happen. And that looks like what we're going to, that's maybe what we push forward now with Preddy, who will lead his way in, and it is ready to fire over to the bottom. There's an Anexis with Squiz and Mouse both picking up frag. Squiz helps himself to another. It's Ross to have to hold back the allied attack, but Knight bails him out with a double MP40 frag. Kev, Preddy and Jago all down. Hummel with a Thompson frag onto Squiz though, and here goes Joker now, looking to make his way over the middle. Finds himself the frag onto Mouse, and a few Axis shots coming over, but Preddy may be able to help Joker out here, as Timo and Joker will connect themselves with both a frag apiece. So, time for the allies to get that dynamite down. I think they are behind their Axis comrades at the moment in timing. And Jago gets himself the frag. It's Knight that'll have to get in there and find something. As Knight with an MP40 frag does drop Jago, but Joker's out in the prowl and can't see any sign of an allied engineer over by the dynamite point. But here we go. There's a big allied push coming now. There's the engineer that Ross was shooting at. He's going to finish off the job, is he? How is that man still standing? He's not anymore. Kev is picked off by Ross, and now it will be Preddy and Hummel to do their damage with 2 frags of their own. Ross lugers up an allied, but the Axis side have been exchanging flags with their allied buddies, only for it to fall apart. And we'll see whether KevG will make his way through. Rifle gets pinged into the bottom. Ross is down. Kev and Pred both get picked off, and Mauser's MP40 combined with Xylos both will make their way through. It's going to be Squall to push on forward. Squall's MP40 frag drops Preddy. Xylos and KevG exchange frags, and KevG is going to get himself 2 in the end. 455 though, and there's no doubt about the fact that Anexis are dominating this opening stage, and I feel that the allied side are focusing too heavily, or have focused too heavily, on trying to get that flag. Just get the dynamite down and worry about the rest later. Axis pause, and not sure why. But we'll take the chance to reply to something from Squall earlier. And we have 4:36 to go, with an Axis pause for no defined reason. Yes! Ross said something. Ross could have said, the Germans are coming. But we just don't know. I do hear the sound of the air raid sirens, but it's not for Ross. Here we go. We're ready to start it one more time. Live in 3, 2, 1. We are away. This is disQconnect versus Anexis. Map 1, round 2. disQconnect in a dangerous position, but they have got a dynamite down on the door control, which, if detonated, will open up the second half of this map for them. Or second third of this map for them, if you will. And we'll see. Dynamite defused, though, and it'll be Timo to go through, and Squiz will get picked off. The allies, though, this time look like they're going to get the forward bunker, and this seems to have caught them off guard. Anexis weren't aware of what was coming there, and now the allied side will push through. It's going to be Hummel to go through. Xylos is in the controls, drops out a rifle grenade, takes down one, and gives the other, who he was bound to revive. So good work, disQconnect. The question is, can he get through? The Axis have reclaimed that forward bunker, and disQconnect, for all their huff and puff, they just can't blow this Anexis house down. And it looks like we are going to be pushing on here with map 1 out of the way. And here we go. Remember, coming up later for you tonight, myself and D-Man will be bringing you a COD 4 video stream from the Corsair Vengeance Cup, which is taking place. We have WinFactors Team 1. I can't remember who the other team are. They got 5 letters is all I can tell you. It's in some form of an abbreviation. Anexis look to push forward. It's going to be disQconnect to make their way through. Hummel and Xylos go forward as Ross goes in, and Squiz picked off there, and Knight will have to try and pick him up, otherwise Knight's going to be in trouble himself. Knight down, and Hummel will take both of those frags. Here comes Ross to clean out. Hummel looking for frag number 3, but the Allies cap that forward bunker, and now, the Axis have got it back. Let's see. The Allies should be able to push in finally and get this dynamite down, you'd think, but they lose their engineer to a kill, and then the Gib as well. Knight down by Timo, though. What are Anexis able to do? Oh, nice work from Timo. 2 frags. Knight and Squiz both go down. He can't have much ammo left in the old Thompson, but he has got himself the flag for his trouble, and has got himself a grenade frag onto Xylos there. So Timo with a great 3-man. Maus was 1 man too many, but disQconnect have pushed this Alex's side back as far as they can. It isn't enough, though, as the Axis hold that flag, and there's no dynamite down as of yet. And with 2 minutes to go, map 1 is going to go the way of Anexis, as I think many of you may have predicted. Their attacking time maybe not as fast as Anexis might like if this were a bigger game or a larger opponent, but with no sign of a repent, the Anexis side have picked up map numero 1, and despite the Allies momentarily capping a flag, they've got very little else to show for themselves, and disQconnect are going to lose map 1. They said in jest that they would pick Frostbite as map 2. I'm not even sure if that is in the list, and we have to thank and laugh Mr. Simon Kinsler for his auth message that just got put in hash crossfire as he goes back to change that password. I would too, Simon. I would too. And 50 seconds left to go as the Anexis side have taken map 1. We'll return momentarily for map 2. You're on Quad V.